Greetings. In this episode, you're going to meet my special guest with over 33 years of 3 decades of experience helping other business owners, entrepreneurs, especially the women entrepreneurs, to create a brand, grow their business, and create an influence for a positive impact. And you are going to agree with me after watching all this that what is a high claim, and she is going to prove everything how much she is going to share with us. And let me tell you, she is an influencer, and she has been over 2,000 plus radio, TV, and stages all around the world in 37 plus countries. She has been more outside of US in a given year than inside US in travel, and she missed many stage speaking because of the delay in flights, not for 1 hour, 2 hour, for almost a day and a half many times. So that happened. That comes with the travel. And now suddenly she says she want to do more online and more give, like, establish her kind of home base local. So she will be local right now from Los Angeles, California, and she will be available more locally at least once a month for one event and a meetup, so they can connect with her kind of own neighborhood. So we are here for a given treat. Please join me to welcome Tracy Repchuk from L.A. And Tracy, welcome.
Oh, thanks for having me.
Tracy, let me start with this. Where were you? What happened? Who you were surrounded with that inspired you to become the leader and impact others' life in a positive way?
Well, I mean, if we go way back to where I even started, how did I even become an entrepreneur? That actually started in college. So I was 18 years old. I was about to graduate. And one of my professors pulled me over and he said to me, "What are you going to do when you graduate?" And I said, "Oh, I'm going to go to Toronto and get a job." And he was like, "Oh, no, you're not." He said, "You're too dynamic, outgoing, vibrant, alive. You're a leader. You're an influencer. You are an entrepreneur." And that day changed the trajectory for me for everything that I did from that point on. So immediately when I graduated, which was a few months after that, I was 19 years old. I started a software company, and really, technology is a raging river of change. And the other advice that he gave me was to find a need and fill a gap. And thank God he gave me that, because I've had to really switch my trajectory and my specialty constantly to satisfy what the market needs. And so now really what I do is I focus on business strategy combined with the power of brand, web, list building, and social media. So I'm like a one-stop shop now, so that people can really have an overarching a viewpoint of what it is that they want to achieve, and then I stay with them as their consultant.
Wonderful. That's amazing. Especially you have been enjoying for last 33 years. That's not a small time, and we have a lot to learn from your experience. So let's get going on this one, Tracy. Based on your 3 decades of experience, what are the top 3 mistakes people do to stop them to grow their business? Missteps to avoid.
So one of the biggest errors that I think I made very early on, because again, I was on the internet in 1992, before it was even the internet. And so one of the things that I did not do was list building immediately. I did not take care of it. I was getting hundreds of thousands of visitors to my website at that time. And because I didn't build a list, I really lost a lot of leverage on products launch, all of the benefits really we have now. I was not able to leverage. And so it made, working hard, kind of the status quo at that time. The other thing I didn't do, and again, back to my software company, was I would have loved help. And I didn't even know that mentors, coaches, consultants existed. It wasn't until I hit the online marketing arena that, I leveraged them for every aspect of my growth. And had I had them then, I think I would have saved hundreds of thousands of dollars. And it'd be a little different scene right now. And the other mistake I made was improper scaling. One of the things you want to do is don't grow too fast, right? Or don't stay too small too long. And I've actually made both of those errors.
Well, thank you. You admitted all three mistakes openly, publicly. That makes you vulnerable, Tracy. I know. But that mistakes are great. We learn from them. Then that's how we grow. So,
Yep.
so based on a growth, so what are your top 3 success secrets to grow your business and for your clients?
Well, it's interesting because the first one is the coin of the other, which was the list building. As soon as I got into internet marketing, the very first thing I learned was landing page technology, and I started to build my list like crazy. If it wasn't for that list, because I came on pre-social media, I wouldn't have become a best-selling author. I wouldn't have won New Internet Marketing Success of the Year. I wouldn't have spoken on the World Internet stages. All of these things was a catalyst from that point, and that's the very first thing I teach my clients even today. The second is I'm extremely focused, and it's the other thing I teach my clients is to, you know, many people end up with the bright shiny object syndrome. I teach them to create your core knowledge and then distribute that knowledge over multiple income streams, and then only shift that income stream when you have a solid grasp and you're earning income properly from the one stream. And so it gives them a consistent growth strategy without, you know, making their time too spread out too thin. And the other thing I teach, and I'm good at implementing, is focusing on tasks that make the cash register ring. A lot of times, you know, whether you're a holistic healer, you're a chiropractor, you're a dentist, you're a real estate agent, you know, there's a lot of things you can be spending your time on, especially since the advent of social media, you know. And so what you really need to do is structure and understand how do you implement strategies that streamline your sales and at the same time free up what you should be doing on, which is whatever your skill set is.
Wonderful. That is amazing. So I'm going to do a quick recap. Build your list. Don't forget to build your list. List is everything. List has helped my guest to become where she is today. And that's a critical foundation. And the second thing is stay focused. When you're working on something, stay focused and prioritize your tasks. So anything which has a higher priority that rings your cash register, that means that makes you the most money, higher priority, do them first before do the other ones. Did it recap correctly, everything?
Yes, that was it.
Thank you. Thank you. That's a good one. So hopefully you learned a lot in this quick few minutes. That's Tracy, I'm going to ask a very selfish question right now. So that's like, what is working for you right now to grow your business? What are you working on to grow your business right now?
So one of the things I love and is working for me is LinkedIn. I am nurturing leads. It is the platform that I live on. I have, I don't know, over 23,000 followers there, and it is a gold mine. And so with it being the most powerful platform for B2B, that's where it's extremely successful. In fact, all of my international speaking gigs came through LinkedIn, and I didn't even do anything except set my profile up properly to attract them. The second thing I think that I am doing to grow my business well is I'm implementing systems for staff onboarding and training so that I have the ability to ensure that as I grow, staff comes on, we can ensure that the quality maintains. And last but not least is strategic partnerships with people that have my target market. So, you know, I'm always looking for people that want to refer me. I do commission structures for partnerships such as that. And really, you know, when you're referring somebody with your client's most precious asset, which is your website, it's your entire foundation online, you really want to do it to somebody who you know is trustworthy, reliable, ethical, and hey, has been around for over 30 years, because then you know your client is in safe hands.
Wonderful, wonderful. Thank you. How the growth hacking show community can support you?
Really, the more people that have an opportunity, of course, to listen to this interview is awesome. And again, by you partnering with me and recommending my products and services, and listeners out there that perhaps want to look at that opportunity or leverage my services, that helps me to really accomplish multiple objectives for my growth.
Wonderful, wonderful. Thank you. Tracy, as we are about to wrap up, what would you say as a final word?
If you want solid growth, you really need to look as good online as you do off. You need to professionally match, and in order to rise above the competition, you need to have clarity in your message. You need to make sure your brand aligns, you're integrating your social media, and you really have a good understanding of all the moving parts so that you can grow without working harder. And then you can work smarter with automation. And so if your websites aren't working for you, they're working against you. And I'd love to help take you to the next level. And I'm happy to actually do a free assessment for anyone who's interested in doing that and help you reach millions with your message.
Thank you, thank you, thank you so much, Tracy Repchuk, for sharing your wisdom with us today on the behalf of Growth Hacking Show community and our entire team. We really appreciate you. This is Mohammed Siddique, your host of Growth Hacking Show and the co-author of New Success Secrets from Atlanta, Georgia. Wishing you good luck, good sales. I do have a path class again with another amazing guest. Until then, all best wishes.